Hello, everybody. Renee here, and this is going to be another live video on Facebook. This is to my demo site. It's Sunshine State Demos. If you are from Florida and you have not seen the SU Stampin UP SU Sunshine Demos, check it out on Facebook and join. As long as you're a demonstrator, it's a fun site, it's a great site, and this is where I'm going to be going presently. So I am going to go now live on Facebook. So as you know, this takes a few minutes, and I'm going to share it to the group. And I'm going to be going live here in a few seconds. And I'm just going to wait until it comes up, which is any second now. And I'm going to mute myself here, and I am live. Sorry for the reach. I am a few minutes early, 3 minutes early. I hope that is okay with everyone. And I am very excited about our demonstration today. All right, so here is the gingerbread peppermint sweet parts that I purchased. All right, so I did purchase the ribbon, which will be part of our album today. I did purchase the paper, the DSP, and the cards and more. I did not get the stamp set. I decided to use the treats and the sweets and treats because I felt with this and the cards and more, with this setup, I could do Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I think that it's a great little bundle for me. All right. So in this setup for this album, the cards and more, I used absolutely everything. So you know that we get about 6 of these, 3 silver, 3 black. There's only 2 left. You get 6 different cards, all right? And you get 6 of 6, you get 36, so 12 sides. And then you get 3 different cards here and 6 of each of these. And I did do some cutouts from these. All right, and cutouts from these. You get 2 of these, of course. And you get 2 of these. And then, of course, you go and you get the cards and the envelopes. All right, I just wanted to show you that. If you get the cards and more and the DSP and the ribbon and the sweets and treats stamp set, you are above the celebration line and can go ahead and get a celebration item. So I thought that was kind of a nice grouping. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to need this ribbon. What we're going to be working on today is an album, and I used the kit. There is a medley kit that is still available, and so in the clearance rack, and I decided to use it. And this one's more of a scrapbook one. This one's for my nephew. I'm going to go ahead and put his name to and from here, and this will be his card. And I'm into these little arrow cards right now with these little decorations here with these little ornaments that go in the pocket. Then he can take some notes. That's what gets slid into here. So you slide this in right here into the album. So it slides right in. Then the next page, I'm going to give him one of my calendars. Okay, so he has a calendar for the year. Again, this slips in right into here very easily. going to give him some note-taking book, a field notes. We're into field notes in my family, and that's how that slips in. So you can see this booklet. And then right here, I gave him 3 extra blanks so that he could glue those down and take some extra notes. So this is somewhat like a scrapbook. Now, the one we're going to make today is not going to be a scrapbook. It's going to be, well, I guess it could be a cooking scrapbook, more like a cooking album. And so this medley is great, really handy and nice. But we are going to make a cookbook. I used altogether, we are going to go ahead and use 6 cards actually, and 6 envelopes. The 6th one, for the actual album, you only need 5 cards and 5 envelopes. The 6th one, the 6th card is I always put a card in the first flap, and that will be an arrow card. And in that first one, what I'll have is, you can see I cut up the cards, and more will be an extra cookie and recipe card. All right. And so that'll be the 6th card. And then the 6th envelope, what I do is I go ahead and punch out various things and then stamp them from that actual envelope. You don't have to use an envelope. You can use a Publix paper bag, or of course you can use the craft paper that they are offering with the suite, which would be great as well. All right. So the punches, remember the gleaming ornaments punches are $20 right now, and they would be a great addition to this booklet if you wanted to. And of course, the pine tree punch is available in the annual catalog, and you see that's what I basically used here. All right. So let's go build this. All right. So what you do is, and I'm setting it up so you can see it fairly easily. I'll move this out of the way so it doesn't interfere. You are going to take your first envelope and you're going to put it on your left-hand side and take the flap and put it down. All right. Then these feed this way. And so what I am going to do, I'm going to fold that down. I'm going to go ahead and use a sponge to wet this. This is just a damp sponge. It's not sopping wet. And then what you do is you feed it in here. That's all you have to do. And it will glue itself, and then you put it down. Then you do the same thing. Go ahead. I did think I want to use, I don't want to wet that down, so I want to use this. So it'll be a little bit cleaner than that. And again, you flip it over and you just feed it in there. And then it glues down. Some people say you don't need to glue it down. I actually did not glue down one of mine, and I regretted it. So I think gluing it down is important. And then another one. And again, you just feed it this way. Let's see. And if you use 5 cards, you make 5 pages. If you use 4 cards, you make 3 pages. This was the one that gave me trouble last time. Sometimes it's a little harder to put in there. For some reason, last time it gave me a little bit of a difficult time. Trying this earlier. Yeah, you want to make sure you get that in there to the flap. Make sure it's right up aligned and you're good. And so far that would be 1, 2, 3, and you need 1 more. And that 1 more is, I know, is right here. That last one, sorry. And again, That is the first one. You go like that. Just use your damp sponge, turn it around and feed it. There you go. Make sure it goes right up to the edge and then it goes down. Next, you're going to go ahead, and what I do is I kind of fold it a little bit further. I kind of crease it like this. So because this is how it should look, guys. You should see it like this. There are other ways of doing this, but this is the way it really works well. Okay, this is how it should look. And then I go ahead and take my ruler and score it where that pleat is to make sure I've got a good score line. And then I'm going to glue. Now, this I'm going to glue a little more heavily because I want it to stay. I have been tempted to glue a little bit here. And I have done that. The other book, I did that a little bit, keeping them in place. And then you can wet that edge again. And then you can fold it down. Now, you are pretty much ready to go and start decorating. Now, you can have the flap on this side, or you can have your flap on this side. I don't think it really matters. This time I'm going to do the flap on, I believe I'm still going to do the flap on this side. And my front, so this will be my front, this will be my back, all right? And my front, as you see here, I did do some fussy cutting out, and I did some stamping and fussy cutting out from the set. And I did cut, you know me, I use those little, it's going to be my front of my card. So what I did is I cut, these are the cards and more. This one I kept the same size. This one I took 1/8 off of each edge so that it would fit inside. Okay, so we're going to simply glue this down. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. I see. So what you do with the cardstock, I did say, right? I did say that we used 5 cards for the 5 envelopes and 5 cards. You saw the envelopes. The cards, actually, I take and cut in half. Every single card will be cut in half. And then I will use the one side for the one item, and then the other side for the other, for the one page, and the other side for the other page. I'm going to glue that. Hopefully I'm in. Yes, I'm working here. Hi, Francis. Don't know if you're still on, but hello, hello. So there we go there. I did put that. Now, again, any embellishment and the set, you can, from the paper, you can cut out the DSP if you like, and that will be fine. Or you can go ahead and punch out something. So this can be like this, obviously. I think using the punch will be great, especially for a class, because it shows them what punches can do. for them. So I really like to bring in the punches for this. And I'm going to be using dimensionals, of course, here on this part. And so this little mini album can be for absolutely scrapbooking or anything else. I think I will, no, I think I will glue this down because that stem is pretty narrow. So I really like the Sweets and Treats stamp set. I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that one. There you go. Now, we said this was going to be the front, right? This is the front. So all I do is now I'm going to use my ribbon. I like to have the ribbon on the outside. I really do, but I'm going to be good this time and put it on the back side of the card. So that will glue down as well. Like this and like that. Make sure it's straight. Make sure that's straight. That's kind of where I want it. There you go. Yep. I'm going to glue this down. Now, for me, I just rather glue things down. I don't use tons of dimensionals always, although if you wanted to, you could definitely use dimensionals here with this. This gives a nice little border. It's really cute. You can use it the other way if you like, but this is the way I'm going to do it. And there's that side. And then this side, it's going to be on this side. What I did is, again, this is the other half of the card, right? So this is the other half of the card that gets glued down. And here, I'm going to take that and put that down and put that down like that. Now you can use the DSP, of course. I'm going to try and use as much the cards and more as possible. You can cut one of these out instead of using this star right here. And then use an extra one since you have 6 of them. Definitely what I did with this, cards and more, I used a lot of it because, you know, we have 20 cards and that's a lot for an individual person who is not a demonstrator. It seems like it's a lot from what I have seen. And so I think that using a lot of this is helpful and seeing that, wow, look how much I can use of this kit in this album and then make cards, of course. This one I am going to stick up. You will see here that I did stamp the, oh, there's my bird. So I brought my bird Augie in. She's always with me in here. She very rarely makes noise. She does not scream, which is wonderful. She's a good bird. There you go. You see here I stamped. Lovely, isn't it cute? See, this could be really a Thanksgiving card. No problem at all. All right. And I think very fun. And again here, just putting some more of these on here. And up. I think I did not want to do that. Want to do this more, but it's up here and then it's glued underneath here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, just a little bit. This glue is working really well, which is always nice. There you go. And that's the back side. It says holiday happenings. So holiday, as we know, can be Thanksgiving. And this is your sugar and spice and everything nice. All right. So we have got our front. This will be our closure, our bow, which will be great. And we can start our pages. Okay. So this is how we're going to do page 1. I have these individually done here. I have envelope figured out so we can look. You are going to take this card. This is page 1. Try to keep that there. Keep that there. So I'm just going to glue this down first. It's really just a lot of gluing. And I am not, it's going to be pretty full. So I would not put any dimensionals on this part at all if I were you. Because it'll get bulky enough. Of course, you can make this as many pages as you like. Then the other half goes right here. Isn't that cute? And you want to make sure that one of the things you want to make sure of is that you glue, I suggest you glue here and here and here like that. Because you don't want to make a mistake and glue that closure. That is for sure. Try to not put my head in there. Okay, you want to make sure that you're far enough away from the opening as well. And so this makes sure that the opening is all set. Now what I do here always is I'm going to give a little place to take notes. Now, again, we don't have to use the Christmas tree. You might use some other blank if you wanted to go ahead and not have it for Christmas. And again, here for this one, I'm going to glue this down. Make sure it doesn't go beyond the edges here when you do this. Then I'm going to simply put the tree on top. And glue that down. Put that in the center. There's that. That's for note taking. So this is going to be, you know, that recipe booklet, and you can fill that out, or at the event you can have this book out at an event and have people fill out their recipes, and then you can put it away. And so that recipe just goes right in here. And then what my idea was, I think I just moved this somehow. Let me get that wet sponge a little bit because I see some glue. But you can put these in each of the these here, and they can fill it out and put in. Then you make your little notes about that recipe. All right. So that was that idea behind that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down, which is another Cards and More. You don't have to. It really would work without it, but I decided to fancy it up, as I always do. This is a beautiful side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I hate doing that, but you see here, you could cut this out, and you'll see I did that. I cut that out for the lines, and you could use that for over here if you wanted it for Thanksgiving. And you could use the tag idea as well, as I used in the other one, to say to and from. All right, if you like. I'm going to do this. It's beginning. To taste a lot like, and then Christmas comes down here. Christmas will come here, and this will go here, and then Christmas goes down here. And that will be that, all right? And so that'll be that page, and that's how that would be glued down, all right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Again, I would not use dimensionals here. Have fun with it. Opa. Like that. Like this. This is going to go on here. This one I'm going to put right here, like that. I keep some things here. Go like that. And then this goes straight on. Just gluing it on the back and putting it down. Okay, so that would be that, like that. That would be page 1. All right. Then page 2 is again the same concept. This time I stamped the background. And the grill is already placed on there for time purposes. So, and you see the elements that I used and how fun that stamp is again. And again, that can be for Thanksgiving as well. And I just stamped on that one because I want to show you the differences. Again, I would put the recipe in here, the recipe one in here, and this one, which I misplaced somehow, but that's okay. Then I would go ahead again and glue this like this, making sure. Just like that. Making sure the edge. Yeah, looks good. And then here, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this. And again, it's just the different elements. And I do layer. And this is going to be here like this. And then this one comes here. And I just used that. I did cut out, because of this is the lines from the Cards and More. This is one of the elements. I'm going to put that down and then this on there like that. So like that and that should work. And then I'm going to slip that in there. Make sure that's kind of straight. Bring that down and under and in. And again, that was just cut out from the Cards and More. And oh, that's what was wrong. I knew something was wrong. It was upside down. It's okay. Wanted those down that way like that. There it is. There it is. There it is. Perfect. And so they can take their notes again, another card goes in, and you're set to go. All right. Then, so that was, oh, I flipped it over too much. I made it the last page. Oh, well, that's fine. I had it coordinated, so it was alternate. So anyway, oh dear. And I used one of the hearts that I cut out from this set. And I wanted to show you this. So this is going to be my second page. This is going to be fine. And here is the cookie sheet. And so the cookie recipe page that goes right in here. And so that would go there. I just want to show you one thing. So that would go there. Then again, we would have this. We would have this on here just to show you. Then I did this again, all right? And then that. And then this is going to come here. And I'm going to show you how to do this. You are going to use this. I'm sure you've all seen this, but I will show you again just so that you know. Put some glue here. Use my sponge. And on the back of this, and I can go ahead and put that to the side just to show you how that works. Just take it. And glue it on there. And then you would go ahead and put that on there. I always like it slanted. That's just me. You see, I use the elements here, the sticky elements. I could probably use a little bit more glue. There you go. I use the sticky elements there. On this one, I was going to put this and this. Let's see where my star went. There's my star. I was going to put my star right up here, and then a treat right here, and a treat right here. So you can see that page. So again, here, what you would have is something like this, and like this. And again, I stamped and just on that craft paper and just went ahead and glued that down. This goes here, that goes there, and that would be that page. So then my next, let's see where I am. 1, 2. There you go. 3, and then that would be 4, right? So this page would then be, and because of time, I'm going to just show you again how I did this. Again, for this final page, I'm going to have something like this over here, glued the same way. This, again, slanted, being careful not to go over that edge. Then here comes this, all right? And I would probably switch the pages, but for now it's okay. And here's your extra card to slip in there. And then this comes down, this comes down. These are the stickies that were used, like this, and like this, and then put a little heart in the glove, or you can go ahead and put the heart wherever the heart just flew to. You can go ahead and put the heart right here if you like. And it really is just about having fun and decorating with your book. And again, great as giving the cookbook recipes or having people fill them out. You can definitely do the Thanksgiving ones. I don't see any problem with that. These can look like Thanksgiving pieces. Obviously, these do all the cakes and pies and everything and mitts, and all of this can work for, I think, Thanksgiving as well as Christmas. Of course, I put that in the glue. We'll see. Yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, good. I did not. So that would be your book, your little album. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you see how that works and that you make some of your own soon. All right. Thank you very much. And I will be talking to you soon. All right.